Who can forget this picture of Harry carrying little Liketso? She'd been raped and tortured by her mother's boyfriend, who believed a witch doctor's myth that sex with an infant would cure him of HIV. Do you guys remember that beautiful little Liketso and Harry holding her? And he pledged that he would look after her, get her the medication, pay for her education, feed her, clothe her. And this is where Sentebale comes in. Keep in mind that this little beautiful baby lived only about 8 or 9 blocks, I think within the same village where Sentebale was. Remember her? Yeah, and you remember him all sweaty, that he was going to protect her, take care of her, make sure that she got an education, a decent life, and medication. Let's all remember that. Because this is Liketso, years later, living in the same village as Sentebale. She has never received anything from Prince Harry. She walked one day to Sentebale, and I think they gave her the equivalent of like $8 or $9. But she lives in a very, very, very clearly poor house. And as you can see here, speaking exclusively to the son, Liketso said, "I want to meet Prince Harry because he helped me." At the beginning with that picture. When he held me as a baby, it showed care and sympathy. If I could ask him for help, it would be for clothes and food and school fees. Never mind medicine that he promised, because let's not forget, she was infected with HIV after being tortured and aped with an R. And where is Prince Harry? He's in the board of directors of Africa Parks, riddled with scandal. Let's get into this, beautiful people. Let's dish about this. Of all the things that I found repulsive is that this is Harry before he met Meghan Markle. So we can't even blame Meghan Markle for this, beautiful people. Because Harry abandoned Liketso from the get-go, way before he met Meghan Markle. So here, and this is something that Harry himself created, Sentebale. This is a pledge he made it in public to take care of this little girl, feed her, clothe her, educate her, make sure she got her meds, which of course he never did. Liketso lives in the same village where Sentebale headquarters is located. And yet, nobody ever bothered to give her one medication, let alone shoes, clothing, and education, food. No. Harry went, he got his photo shot, his photo op. He used the dead image of the image of his dead mother to enhance his image. Grabbed that little girl who had been horribly abused. I feel like crying. I am so angry about that. And then he just forgot about her. But he would go back to Sentebale for vacation to hang around, and never once again saw that little Liketso. And she grew up really poor, without, of course, not any emotional support, any counseling or anything. Unlike Meghan, like she said, well, nobody's asked me how I'm doing. I wonder if Harry ever bothered to ask Liketso, how are you doing? Do you need $1 or $2 for food? Because that's how poor they are. So please keep in mind that this is Harry. This is Harry's doing, his charity Sentebale, his public pledge to this little girl that he abandoned. This is way before. And now people are up in arms because after he knew that the park rangers were aping, raping, abusing the villagers, he was notified. And he did nothing. What did he do? He became a board member, and he knew full well that he probably did it because people were afraid to speak out if he was involved with it. So there was a nefarious purpose to his appointment as board of director, a member of the board. Because you see, people think very hard before accusing anything where a royal is involved. And he accepted it after he got the letter, because I'm sure he got the letter. It says that he got the letter telling him what was happening. And what did he do? Instead of using his platform to expose this, to try to sort this out, to put a stop to it, just like Prince William is trying to put a stop to this murder and slaughter of elephants and animals, just for them. It just baffles me. So we see a behavior of Harry from very early on, before Meghan Markle, and I'm not excusing that skank. I am in Nicaragua right now, guys. I support a school. I have this little school with, right now, 400 kids. I scrape by like there is no tomorrow, which is why I always appreciate all your donations. If you buy the merch, watching, subscribing. And I don't have a platform. I have this little platform in YouTube. And Harry with his huge platform. And don't forget that when he started Sente Vale, he had Forget Me Not. That's what Sente Vale means. Forget Me Not. And isn't it ironic that that's exactly what he did to little Liketso? He forgot her. And now people are shocked that knowingly that all this abuse, all these crimes were being committed against very poor people, he chose and accepted a role as board of director of that corrupt criminal organization, just to elevate his profile and put another notch on his CV. Oh, I'm a director of Africa, because he's so jealous of Prince William, that Prince William is doing with the elephants. And and Prince William speaking out against the people who are being murdered, the ones that look after the animals, making sure that they don't kill the elephants or any other animals just for commercial purposes. No, Harry has to have on paper more titles. This man and his skanky wife are both obsessed with accumulating empty, meaningless titles. This goes exactly to the heart of everything that's wrong with Harry, and what is wrong with somebody with such a huge. If I can, with a lot of sacrifice, look at my hands, sacrifice, can scrape by to get 400 kids feed and taken to school with uniforms. Harry, with a huge platform like he had, and at the time he was with Buckingham Palace. Princess Diana, still was fresh in our memories, her death, and then Harry calling it Forget Me Not, because those are, I think, Princess Diana's favorite flowers. All of that was just to build his image, even from way back then. So now he speaks out. Now it's like, oh, now I know. And then what is worse, he lies that he wasn't aware. And then he's really stupid, because then people point out, they show the letters. Actually, you were notified May 2022, I think, or May 2023. He'd known. And then he took that role because it would look good on paper. Just like it would look good on paper. And you know what he did when he became a board of directors? It was worldwide news. So what did that feel? It felt like a reward to these people for committing all those crimes against these poor communities. They felt more abandoned. They felt worse, because it gave credibility, respectability to this crooked criminal organization. Because this is a criminal organization, because if the board of directors and everybody's aware that these people are committing horrible crimes, and they say nothing, and instead recruit idiots like Harry with a royal title from the British royal family that will give them credibility and prestige to shut everybody up, that's another form of abuse. I feel disgusted, guys. I feel angry. And can you imagine little Liketso